when those fire tornadoes kicked up. Just really small, but just enough to jump the fire break. Had a little bit of a hairy situation right over here. All right, back out of here again today. Working on creating a fire break to do some burning. And it's going to start right here where I kind of cleared it out right there. It's going to go all the way back through there, go down the side of that slope, and then turn back that way, keep on going, and then it'll round the bend over there, go back that way, and then go up the hill just a little bit, and then shoot back over this way, right up there to the road, and then it's going to come back this way. It's pretty good pretty good area in there. That's where I've been doing all the cutting down in there and got it really opened up, and so I'm hoping to be able to burn this pretty soon. I'd like to do it tomorrow if the weather cooperates, but we'll just have to see. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right here. I got my blower there. Wish I had a little stronger blower, but that's all I got, and we'll see what it does. I also got my rake that I can use too. All right, let's get to work on that. It is burn day. Got the fire break all good, and just going down through here and lighten the edge. It's a little breezy today, not too bad. It comes up a little gust every now and then, but the wind will be blowing into the fire, and the fire is going downhill. Down through there, you can see it going there. All right, I'll let her rip. Do what? leaf litter is just a little bit thick right in there, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Got a pretty good fire break there though. Lit another one right there. See, that's burning pretty good. All right, still going pretty good. Wind is just about perfect out here. All right, I'm curious to see what it's going to do. These brush piles from last year. There's enough fuel under there to get them burning. Probably is. Yeah, I can already see them catching fire there. All right, just let her rip here. Yeah, got a good fire breakdown through here. At least I hope it's good. This is the first time I've done anything this big. All right, yeah, I got my son down there helping. He's watching the other end down there, and I'm watching this end down here. All right. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Too much smoke, I don't think you can see. Yeah, maybe you can see it right there. That brush pile is burning now, which is good. You're just fine. All right, we'll let her rip. Oh yeah, brush pile is really going good. That right there got it. It's already burned fast. A little breeze coming up. Everything look good down there? Get out of the way of the smoke. All right, we'll go back down here where I was and see how it looks. All right, we're just getting started, folks, but it's going good. It's still a little bit damp up under those leaves because it rained on, let's see, Wednesday. Not much, but it did rain, but we got a lot of rain before that. But it is pretty dry on the top there. I was hoping it would have been a little bit drier underneath where it could really burn out in the leaf litter and get down to the soil. But this right here should do good. Hopefully, time will tell. And get some new growth in here. That'd be awesome. All right, let's continue. I'll keep you updated. Alright, got these spots started over here. And I'll just go right on down through there. Show you my fire breaks right over here. And then it turns right through here and goes right down through there. Alright, let's just keep an eye on this right here. Alright, about 30 minutes later here, you can see it's still going good, although the wind has been picking up just a little bit more. But it's okay, it's going good. My son's way over on the other side on that fire break. he said he had it to jump just a little bit, when those fire tornadoes kicked up. Just really small, but just enough to jump the fire break, and he was right there, and so he'll put it out in 5 seconds. But yeah, I'm glad I got him over there on that side. But I say we're about 30% into it, 35% into it. So we still got a good ways to go. But that's where we're at. All right, still going good. You see it out through there. I lit a couple more areas out here to try to wrap it up before wind gets any worse. Because they're saying later on this evening and over the night, this wind's supposed to start picking up a little bit more. But right now the wind is doing good. It stayed in check. Again, a few gusts every now and then, but nothing major. But yeah, very pleased with how it's going. No catastrophes. Got just a little ways to go down this hill until it gets to the fire break right in there, and then it goes right along the side of that hill over there, that slope over there, not too far over there. And I see my son way over there sitting down, looks like it. Can't find him in the camera. Oh, there he is. You can see that white. You can see him moving over there. That white's his backpack sprayer. All right, we'll check back later. All right, get you caught up on where we're at. Starting to go down this slope here pretty good. It's really creeping down because the wind's blowing uphill out of the south. So just have to patiently wait. But it ain't got too much further to go. The fire break's right over there. But then I got to do all this over here too. Right over there. It's not much over there, but I say about 60-70% complete. Maybe 75. Again, the wind is okay. and get those gusts through here from now and then, which it's not too bad. All right. Give you guys another update later. All right, get you caught up. Had a little bit of a hairy situation right over here. There's a lot of too much fuel, too much leaf litter right in there built up. And the winds got up at the same time. It was burning that, and thought it was going to jump the fire break there, but it didn't. Plus, I had my water there and kind of knocked it back a little bit, which definitely helped. But just about done with this corner over here. So you can see the fire right there. The fire breaks right down in there, and it goes. See the fire break right here, and it curves back around like that. So it's just a little thumb right here. Got to do. But yeah, I'd say about 80%, 80, 85, maybe more than that. About 90% done. Getting there. Let's get this wrapped up. Say we're about 95% there. Just get this corner over here and we'll be done. We are almost there. Got just this little bit right in here and this little thumb. That right there. That's the edge of it right there. That's a fire break. And it comes right down here like that. Turns back in here towards me. Got that right there a little bit. It's all done up there. All done. Whew, it's a relief to have this about done. Took a little longer than I expected. But it was a good backing fire. We are done. This was a pretty good success. You see that stump on fire there? But it's far enough away from it's kind of in the center here. Far enough away from the break, so I ain't worried about it falling. But yeah, look at it through there. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Good slow backing fire. It has really opened up in here. Man. Now, let's wait a couple months or so and let's see what happens in here. Let's see if we get some greenery showing. All down through here, probably a couple acres got in here. All right, we are done.